Alright, as far as you dick riding ass Michael Jordan fans that y'all just got his nuts all over you that you can't even pull him off after this documentary dropped. It's like you just let him teabag you, and it's cool because I don't care about Michael, and I damn sure know he don't care about me. I don't care about LeBron, and I know he don't give a damn about me. But I'm gonna just break this shit down real quick because the foolery at times seems to just bother me, get on my nerves per se, because I keep hearing this shit, and after a while, I can only ignore things for so long. You understand me? So I'm gonna just go ahead and nip this shit in the fucking bud. They talk about how good of a fucking scorer Mike is, but we see in the playoffs, LeBron has scored more points on less shot attempts. Okay? And how clutch Mike is and how good he is and all this shit. And he's such a great scorer. But LeBron, who doesn't even focus solely on scoring, somehow scores more points in less shots than Jordan. Okay? Yep, he played more games in the playoffs. But it doesn't matter how many games you play in. You can't fucking score the ball without shooting. And that's all pretty much Mike was good for. I don't want to fucking hear his defensive player of the year shit because the only stories I know of Mike playing defense are Allen Iverson cooking his ass and Magic Johnson cooking his ass to the point where Scottie Pippen had to switch up. All right, and um, Ron Harper giving him fits. You hear me? Who the fuck did Mike lock up? Send me a list of Hall of Famers or great players that Mike locked up. Put it in the messages. I want to see it. Now, it's another thing. Year 15. Oh, Mike retired. Woo woo woo. Yeah, because he couldn't hang on as long as LeBron could. LeBron's just a better athlete. He's a better athlete. He is a better athlete. Okay? He's more durable. He has better longevity. Pause. He lasts longer. Okay, he's put together a lot better than Jordan. Okay, He's the one who you want to start a franchise with, especially if you know you're going to get them for their extent of their career. I mean, obviously you would have no way of knowing that, but if you did, then you would know you're going to get LeBron for a much longer time than you would get Jordan by for the NBA. Okay, for the NBA. No matter what team LeBron goes to, no matter what team Jordan played for, they were still in the NBA. So for the NBA, it's way better to have a LeBron than a Jordan. You're going to be able to promote LeBron for much more years than you are for Jordan. LeBron came in at 18 years of age and dominated all the way to year 17 and still looks like he's going to do that for a couple more years. Jordan has taken breaks. He left whenever the biggest challenge he would have had in the finals, without question, would have been the Houston Rockets. But he left so conveniently at that time when they were dominant. Okay? He never faced them. Jordan's biggest challenges came within his own fucking conference, which is why you see that he's 6 for 6 because he wasn't fucking playing nobody in the goddamn finals. You talk about goddamn the Jazz. Come on, man. Come on, man. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. Two Hall of Famers. LeBron has faced teams like the Detroit Pistons back in '03 that would have beat any of Mike's teams. One of the best lineups in NBA history, and I can get Steve Jackson, Rip Hamilton, which he'll be a little bit biased opinion, but he still is not gonna lie. Basketball players know that Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, and Tayshaun Prince were one of the best starting fives that the NBA has ever seen. Okay, LeBron beat them. Same with the Spurs, 4 Hall of Famers, including Popovich as the coach. Then you got the Golden State Warriors. Okay, I mean the list goes on and on. The type of adversity and the type of competition that LeBron faced in the finals isn't even close to what Jordan faced in the finals. So we don't even need to use that as an argument because okay, Jordan played against some tougher teams in the Eastern Conference. Let's just say that. Okay, cool. So let's not use that then. Let's talk about how they play the fucking game of basketball, what they do with the ball and without the ball. And when you do that, there's no fucking way that you can come to the conclusion that LeBron James is not better than Michael Jordan, if you know what you're talking about. If he shot the ball as much as Mike, he'd have way more points than Mike, which he already has more points, but points per game, I'm saying, on average. Mike only averages like what 30. He averages for his career only a couple more points than LeBron. I don't know off the top of my head, but I know it's like 31 and LeBron averaging like 29, something like that. And I'm telling you right now, if LeBron takes as many shots per game as Jordan, he's going to get that points per game. Okay, he's going to get 31 points per game, and I know that for sure. I can just look at the percentages; they're not going to lie. Now, as far as passing goes, it's not even close. We're not going to play that game. Yeah, Michael Jordan had a season where he averaged 8 assists. Okay, one season. Yeah, he can pass. I'm not saying he's not capable, but we have to look at what they have done. And just because you have one 8 game per season, a season where you're averaging 8 assists per game doesn't put you in the category of great passers of all time. LeBron is one of the greatest passers of all fucking time in the NBA, as well as one of the great scorers, as well as one of the great rebounders, and as well as one of the great shot changers and blockers. Okay, the way that he affects the game on all levels is much different. Anybody that plays the game and knows the game would much rather have a LeBron type of player than a Jordan type of player who just wants to show up and take all the shots. That's all Michael Jordan was about. And stop talking to me about his defense until you show me a list of people who he's fucking locked down. LeBron has locked down um Hall of Fame prime time D Rose in his prime before any injuries took him at the end of the game and shut him down. All right, he has the best block in NBA in basketball history as far as that goes. The block, the block. I mean, that's just I'm not. Come on, man. Michael Jordan. I'm not trying to tear him down, but at the same time, I'm keeping it real, man. He's just he was great for his time. He came along at the perfect time, and he's he is the most overrated athlete of all time of any sports. And it's no discredit to him, but it's just that the way that the NBA needed him at that time. He was ushering in a new era. Okay, after Bird and Magic, they needed something else. This is all facts. Isaiah Thomas versus Michael Jordan. When you look at the records, okay. Now we also see that it came to light that supposedly Michael Jordan kept Isaiah off the Dream Team, which I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Okay, I would not be surprised. Michael Jordan was losing to Isaiah Thomas throughout the entire 80s. All right, the Bulls, they always get so much credit for this and that, and it's crazy because Michael Jordan gets credit for being a bully and um, being a dictator and beating up his teammates and doing any all costs type of guy. But when Isaiah Thomas does the same very things, he gets villainized for it. And it doesn't have it up here right now, but when you look at um, Isaiah Thomas's wins to loss record versus Michael Jordan's is something like 37-16 in favor of Isaiah Thomas. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Now, I don't really have too much else to say. See if I can find it. Okay, not, but hey, I just had to get that off my chest because when we keep it real, Kobe Bryant is he has played against better competition than Mike has. He can do everything Mike can do, and he uses his left hand. It's not even close how much better he uses his left hand than Mike can use his left hand. And he's a much better three-point shooter. And everything else is pretty much a tie. So you can conclude what you want from that. But that's it is what it is, man. We need to stop this, all right? Let's stop this. This is shout outs to Isaiah Thomas and yeah, most motherfucking heightened.